I'm still far too excited than I should be about having a Brazilian wonderkid at Ipswich. Hello and welcome to Season 10, Episode 2 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, we've got an away game against Liverpool and a home game against Arsenal. But before we get into that, let's have a little look at the games that we've played since you were last with me. There've been a few, actually, and they've not been brilliant. We lost 1-0 after extra time to Crystal Palace in the Capital One Cup. That's Crystal Palace, who are, they're fifth in the Championship, but they're certainly a team we should be beating. I was hoping that was going to be a confidence builder after those two games we had on yesterday's episode. It wasn't to be. We then went away and lost 1-0 against Wolves as well. We finally picked up our first points of the season in our fourth league game. In a 2-1 home win against QPR, and then went away and drew 1-1 at Chelsea. Most notable for the late equaliser, which was the first goal for our Brazilian wonderkid Lacio. Still don't know how I'm going to say that. Lacio, I think. And then he scored again in a 2-1 home defeat against Everton. But it's fair to say, what are we, 5-6 games in, that it's not going as well as I'd hoped. Ultimately, the board are still just looking for survival this season, very generously, after all the money that was spent. So, we're not in the relegation zone. That's a positive. We do need to start picking up some wins, though, in light of the amount of money we've spent. And my goal is still mid-table. Not sure how realistic it is, but that's what I'm aiming towards. So, two difficult games today. We're in today's episode. We're away against Liverpool first. This is the team that we're going to be playing. A little bit different from any team I've put out before. We are giving a first start to Lacio after he scored in the last two games. He's going to be partnering Christian Arendt up front, with Johnny Vaughan supporting us to Trequartista. Then in midfield, we've got Kuhl, Christensen and Texera. And then also giving finally dropping Jan Zeman. Might not be a long-term thing, but he's... bless him, after spending all the money on him we have, he's been a good servant for a long time, but he's never come close to getting a 7 as his average rating in the Premier League. So it won't hurt after, 4 seasons as a regular start? No, 3 seasons as a regular starter for us. It won't hurt him to sit out for a few games. And it does give Christensen the chance to retake the captain's armband. And then we've got Haidara and Almeida at fullbacks and Ben Garrett in goal. Let's get into the game. It's one of those early season games you can see by the team that I'm picking, and if you look back at the teams that we've used all this season, I don't think I've had the same. Yeah, it would have been nice to play leader. He's injured, by the way. It would have been nice to have settled on a team by this point, but I've not played the same team 2 games running yet because we really are trying to find that combination of a best 11. I'm hopefully getting ever closer to it. I expect leader to be part of it, probably at right back, but may even be at centre back. I'm still not completely comfortable with either of the fullbacks that we've got, no matter what combinations we're using there. That's probably still our weak area that it would be nice to fix. Strike partnership is becoming difficult to establish. This is the first time these two have played together. At any point, they haven't even played together after Lacio's been coming off the bench because he tends to come on as Arendt's coming off. We're 1-0 down already. We haven't even had a kick yet. Apparently we've had a shot on target by this point, but it wasn't worthy of a highlight. And then the midfield is constantly sort of changing around, rotating. This is the first time this season I think we've tried Christensen as the holding player in the middle. It's not really what he's suited for, but we haven't really got anyone who's ideal at that position. We're desperate for Chris to return to fitness. Obviously he's still not played for us yet. He could be rubbish, but he just looks so good that I've got a feeling he's going to be important when he arrives. We've just conceded another goal, haven't we? All this money. And I know that it's going to take a little bit of time for all these new players to bed in. I just hope it doesn't take so long that we end up in a relegation scrap as the season goes on. Because I don't really want that. Arendt's with a chance, and was that Arendt or Vaughan who scored there? Johnny Vaughan with his second goal of the season. The £20 million man, Mr. Record signing. I think he's basically snatched that off of his German friends. Oh, in fact, Arendt's falling over there, and Vaughan just comes in, stabs it into the far corner. So we've got one back. It's not a disaster yet. But Liverpool are on the attack again. Haidara can't beat his man. Oh, he does, in fact, make the tackle. Lazio's now played Arendt through. Can we make it 2-2? We can. There you go. The new strike partnerships combined. That's Arendt's second goal of the season. I don't know how to say his name yet. I know it sounds like I'm saying Arndt with an accent. That might be right. Arendt. Please let me know in the comments. I know these are all regens, so they don't probably have official pronunciations unless you know anyone with this name in real life. But I feel like I'm butchering both of the strikers at the very least, and probably getting a few others wrong as well. Right, we're back in this game. It's 2-2. That wasn't expected. Cool now with the ball out wide. I can't say his name either. I don't know why I gave the new centre back. What's his name? I don't know why I gave him the number 2. That's going to trouble me forever. Arendt's through there. Can he find Lazio? He does. And Lazio from miles out hits the crossbar. He is just an enigma. I don't know. He's got magic in him. And I want to see it occurring more often. But it looks like we're going to go in at half time. And it's 2-2. That is better than expected. So, yeah, good first half. We can certainly live with that. No immediate. Zabala, there you go. That's the name of the centre-back. He looks like he's struggling a little bit for fitness. It's obviously his first game. He was injured early on, so he's coming back from injury as well, making his debut. He's probably not going to see the game out. We've got Zaman on the bench, so he's there as a backup if need be, although Dane's on a yellow card. Arendt's through there, and he's round the keeper, and we're 3-2 up away against Liverpool. Hey, I tell you what. The rest of the team might not be there yet, but we might have sorted our front three out. That's a lovely ball through to Vaughan. Arendt finishes really well, rounds the keeper, under pressure as well. That is a lovely finish, and he's got goals in him. Oh, this is getting exciting. Have we got 2 proper Premier League strikers now? Lazio now finds Vaughan again. Vaughan slots it to Arendt again. Arendt's beating his man and has a hat-trick at Anfield. We've found a player, everybody. This lad was only £3.5 million. Look at that turn. Look at the space he finds himself. And that is a beautiful finish as well. And he has done incredibly well with all 3 of his goals. Well, he's a regular start for a little while. That's one position filled. A proper goal scorer. And look at the assists have come from the 2 players up there supporting him as well. Oh, this is exciting. Right. Christensen, you can come off. And I think I'm going to take off the new lad, Zabala. Just bring Jan Zaman on. Oh, no, not Stanek. We'll bring Zaman on because Zabala is just coming back to fitness. So it also means we can just pass the armband straight from Christensen to Zaman as well. Just to keep some consistency with our captains. Hopefully that's not going to be us inviting Liverpool back into the side. But it's 4-3 now. Oh, they've got Callum Chambers playing for them. Who'd have thought? See, and now we're back in that same old situation. I mean, I may as well just put this on repeat and just replay this bit of video every time. But we're a goal ahead with 20 minutes to go. Do we keep attacking? Do we go counter? Nobody knows, because there doesn't seem to be a right answer. And opinions divided in the comments as well whenever it comes up. Right, we've got. I thought Arendt was going to score a 4th goal there. If he did, we'd have to figure out how to say his name properly. Perhaps I need to go onto the internet and put it in one of those pronunciation things. He's through again though. He has just scored his 4th goal away against Liverpool. I've got no words. I don't understand why this is happening. It's another brilliant through ball from Lazio. That's his 2nd assist of the game. But really, assist? No, that is a goal Arendt's completely made for himself there. And this is insane. I can't believe this is happening in a live com. It's one of those things where I expect it to happen when I'm not recording, because then when I tell you about it, you won't believe me. Right, we're going to take off Teixeira, but we've got 3 potential options we could bring on. So I'm going to drop Johnny Vaughan back there. Do I bring on Smith, Gomez or Ambrose? Can Smith play there? Oh, I've not played him there yet. Do we give Henry Smith... Okay, because his link-up play is really good. That's the thing. Oh, no, he doesn't like that at all. So do we drop Lazio back there? How does he fare? Oh, no, even worse. Right, so we'll just bring on Pedro Gomez, who is the most comfortable playing in that position. I might have a look at Smith in that position at some point, in a less important game at a less important time, though, because I really do like his link-up play when he's playing as a complete forward. But this has been the Christian Arendt show today, because he has single-handedly won us a football match, an incredibly important football match. So look what that does to us. That's propelled us up to 12th place in the league. We're at home against Arsenal in the next game. Everything could... Oh, God, we're not very good at the back, are we? Forget that. We don't need to be good at the back. We'll go to Anfield and score 5 goals. We don't need to defend. We've got a German wonderkid and a Brazilian wonderkid up front together. Who needs a defence? If we concede again now, it's going to be devastating. See, I know this is a time we should go contain, but even if I put it on now, it's not going to switch over in time, so we may as well just keep attacking, just so that we don't confuse the players. We've got 8 seconds. If we concede now, that is absolutely hideous. Just kick them. There we go. 5-4. Away against Liverpool. That is absolute madness. Somehow still doesn't justify a 10 out of 10 for Christian Arendt. 9.7 might be the highest rating I've had in a match, though, in non-league to legend. Yeah, that did shoot us right at the table. That was fantastic. We need to keep that form going now into this next game against Arsenal. So, the team for the home game against Arsenal. Exciting news. 2 weeks have passed because of the international break. Chris is back in training. He's going to be back in full fitness in 7 days, apparently, from his broken ankle. I've got him on the bench. He's not going to come on today, but I want him involved in the first team squad as soon as possible. And also, Will Leach is fit again, so he comes in for Haidara at left back. Other than that, it is an unchanged side from the one that was so successful against Liverpool. Luckily, Carlos Sabella now properly fit, so hopefully he can stay on for the full match. And as these two start to build a partnership with Leach rather than Haidara at left back, we might become a little bit more defensively sound. That being said, I would hate to sacrifice the ability to score 5 goals away from home to just get some boring defensive stability. So let's just go and get a load of goals from the youngsters up front again, because that was exciting. I want you to see Lollujo do something special as well, because he was a standout individual performer in the 2 previous games where the rest of the team was trash. So he played all right, but obviously wasn't the standout man against Liverpool. I'd like him to have another really special game today, so you can see that he's a good one as well. Right, Christensen's got the ball in midfield. He knows his place is under threat from Chris emerging. He's probably going to be the one who loses out, so Chris can make his way into the team as soon as he's fit. Oh, this isn't good though, and we're 1-0 down. Luckily, as we know from Liverpool, it doesn't matter even if we go 2-0 down, which we'll just go and score 5. So I guess we need Arsenal to hurry up and get their second, so we still have time to go and get our 5. How is Aaron Ramsey still a professional footballer 10 years in? He must be about 40 years old. Nice little finish, wasn't it? Yeah. Zabala perhaps should have done a little bit better tracking his man, but it's only his second game. We'll let him off. We won't let him off if he does it again. Zaman will come back in if that becomes a regular occurrence. We need to get the ball away here. I think Arsenal are going to do us that favour and get their second goal quick. Although they're taking their time over it. They're playing proper Arsenal football. They're managed by Pep Guardiola, by the way. So they're playing like an Arsenal-Barcelona hybrid at the moment, which is a bit odd to watch. But they have got 63% possession away from home because of it. So what can we do with that, really? Other than try and hit them on the break and get some goals from our super strikers, who neither of which are playing particularly well today, mainly because they're not really touching the ball, I guess. But it would be nice for one or both of them to touch the ball sometime soon, so we could get a goal back before half-time. Looking less likely, though, as Arsenal are just passing it around for fun on the edge of our area. I mean, that was just ridiculous and undefendable. I don't care who we've got playing for us there. They are just passing that around us for fun. No defence in the world stops this from happening. Okay, perhaps the left-back should have done better, and that might have stopped it from happening. But the build-up play was a joy to behold. Come on, lads. We're 2-0 down. We know we can come back from this. Lollujo finds Arendt, and we have won back. It's getting silly. That's his 6th goal of the season now, and the 2 of them have linked up again. And that is a beautiful through ball from Lollujo. And that is another really good finish. These aren't clear-cut chances that aren't scoring. They are little snatched half chances or little bits of space he's opening up for himself, and he's doing it brilliantly. And Larsio could have, that was a clear-cut chance, and we could have been 2-2 at half-time again. This is silly. We are good going forward all of a sudden. We have another corner. Cross comes in, bounces back out, but cool. Is that another corner? This is probably going to be our last chance, and it comes to nothing. And we're 2-1 down at half-time. It's not a disaster by any means. We know we've got the firepower to come back into this. We just need to stop Arsenal. And we're on 36% possession. We just can't get the ball. When we get it, we're dangerous. We're not getting the ball often enough, though. And I suppose the sensible managerial thing to do would be sacrifice a forward, bring another midfielder in, try and get hold of the ball. But then we lose that awesome attacking potency. So I'm not going to do it. Right, Johnny Vaughan, you can come. No, don't hover over Chris. The man's got a broken ankle still. Let's not get silly. Right, Johnny Vaughan, you can come off. We are going to try Henry Smith there now because I haven't got Gomez on the bench. That was a bit of a mistake. And we'll also bring on Zabeldia for Texera and do this. And hope that Henry Smith is going to emerge as a superb trequartista now. Because then our front three will be truly awesome. We can drop Johnny Vaughan back into midfield, bring Chris in, and suddenly the attack and the midfield looks Premier League class then. And we just need to sort out the defence at that point. Because I think our goalkeeper's probably good enough as well. Although he's going to do something stupid here, isn't he? And make me regret saying that. Come on, let's have our equaliser here. Larsio with a weird cross type thing. We've still got the ball though. Almeida finds Leach. That was an odd pass as well. We're trying to do what Arsenal were doing. We're not as good at it though. Although, we scored. There's Larsio. You've seen him score a goal as well now. I mean, we were trying to do exactly what they did to us. It wasn't as neat, but it had the same effect. Almeida with the cross, and Aaron misses it, but Larsio doesn't, and just absolutely whacks it on the half volley. Just on the half volley, maybe. Right, 2-2, 10 minutes to go. Can we? Can we bring Chris on? No. No, that's just stupid, isn't it? Or is it? I shouldn't have put him on the bench. I should have known the moment I put him on the bench, I would sit here and do this at some point in the game. No, be sensible. We need him for the rest of the season. In fact, I don't think there's a substitution there that's going to make our team better at this stage. We'll bring Zaman on for Dane and just show Dane that he isn't guaranteed a spot. It's nice to have some competition at the back. In the whole of Non-League to Legend, I've hardly ever made defensive substitutions because there's never really been proper backups. But it's nice to have the options now. Larsio now tries to do something wonderful with a through ball. It doesn't quite come off. I think Arsenal are the more likely of the two to go and snatch a winner in this game. And I think it's coming here. And there it is. Was he offside there? That smells of offside to me. No? I said they were more likely. Still think that was offside. Let's watch it in 3D. I'm certain that's offside. I've gone from it smells a little bit of it to certain. Right, watch him, watch him, watch him. Oh, okay, maybe he's on. The whole of our defence are waving their arms in the air. They think he's off. He was probably on, wasn't he? Never mind. Let's go and get an equaliser now. Again, we've got the players to do it. Obviously, Henry Smith, he came from Arsenal. Surely it's in the script that he goes and gets a goal. Have we watched enough of their celebration yet? No? A little bit more? Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. We're zooming back to the centre circle. And we're now arguing with the linesman. We're still watching a little bit of them celebrating. I don't understand what's happening here. This is an inexplicably long highlight. And we're now all... Will the highlight ever end? Oh, we're arguing a bit more. Are we going to get a player sent off here? No? That was literally pointless then. Fantastic. That was the Football Manager match engine equivalent of their striker just taking his shirt off and dancing in front of the crowd. Arendt's going to score it. Oh, that was probably the best chance of any of the 6 we've seen him had in these 2 games. Never mind. We've not won this one, but if you'd have offered me 3 points from these 2 games at the start of the episode, I would have bitten your arm off. If you'd offered me 7 goals, yeah, we've conceded 8, but have we? 8? 7? Whatever. We've got 3 points. That's all that matters. We're not hovering near the relegation zone anymore. We're firmly mid-table. That's where I'd like us to stay. If you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you pop a like on there. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on those strikers. You know, what more do you need? And thank you very much for watching.